Past week I've spent close to 50,000 gold. 3 Darkmoon cards on my alts, bunch of gold DKPs, mistakes with inscriptions trying to make noble cards, and so on. Obviously I went to YouTube to look for some gold grinds and saw so many videos with unrealistic numbers, and when they were put to the test, they simply failed. So I decided to go out in the world and find my own way. Today we're looking at 3 grind spots for all classes, spots I've run for a couple of hours and made a total of 5,450 gold. Join me in this journey and keep an eye open for the additional tips and tricks shown in the video. With that being said, let's get right into the first grind spot, shall we? Siren's tier farm for Enchanted tier. Winterfin Village, a Murloc place in northwestern part of Borean Tundra. Here we're competing against bots for the Winterfin clams, which can be exchanged for the best in slot gem. Darkwater Clam also drops from the Murlocs and can contain with a very low drop chance Siren's tier. However, you can sell these on the auction house for a couple of gold each if you don't feel like dealing with the RNG. With a rogue I've managed to get 300 plus Winterfin clams per hour. A druid would have been more optimal, probably 4 to 500 per hour. Or at least a warlock or mage where I would have been able to AoE farm the Murlocs for more Winterfin and Darkwater Clam drops. This spot definitely needs more testing, but let's talk about a few tips first. Press escape, go to graphics settings and turn down the ground clutter to minimum. This will reduce the amount of grass and extra details on the ground, allowing you to spot the lootable clams with ease, ultimately increasing your efficiency by 20 to 50%. This place will be packed with druid bots with experience that will outrun you. Try to swap a layer to find an empty spot, but don't get discouraged, as through the course of 2 hours I've had competition and still managed to get 300 plus clams per hour. Also through the course of 2 hours I got 8 Siren tiers, 6 from exchanging the 600 clams and 2 from opening the Darkwater clams, which puts me on the lucky side. The tiers go for slightly under 200 gold each at the time of recording this video, which made me 1,560 gold with a potential average of 750 gold per hour. Now let's move on the second grind spot. Mining in Outland. Mining in Outland seems to be the flavor of the month in profession grind. It struck to me when I checked the auction house and I saw stacks of fell iron bars with 160 gold and adamantite bars with 100. I've asked around on my stream and people confirmed high prices on other servers as well. So I hopped on my mage, which still has mining because lazy, flew around all Outland from Hellfire to Netherstorm and then from Nagran to Shadowmoon Valley for about 2 hours, managed to get after smelting 3 stacks of fell iron bars, 3 stacks of adamantite bars, and a couple of primals, 3 fire, 12 earth, 2 mana, and 3 air from clouds around Nagrand. Maybe I was a bit rusty, GoldDKPS numbed my competitive mining skills, or maybe the competition was still high as some of the Outland zones were packed with gathering bots. In 2 hours I've made only 1,060 gold, which was around 530 gold per hour, which was not great, not terrible. The second day I decided to go again with more passion and desire to make more gold. I've activated my gold assistant from RestedXP, got the optimal mining route, and for 1 hour I remained focused only on minerals. After the time was up, I've noticed an increase by 40% on fell iron gain and about 80% on adamantite. I don't necessarily want to give credit to the RestedXP gold assistant, let's just say I was more determined. Recalculated the gold per hour compared to the previous session and I went from 530 gold to 780 gold per hour consistent, which is not too shabby for me. Keep in mind that the grind was done on Gehennas close to peak time. Moving on to the third grind spot and one of the highest gold per hour. Questing at level 80 or dailies on one or multiple characters. So to compare questing at max level to previous grinds, I decided to quest for an entire hour using the RestedXP guide, as when I leveled my DK I had 2 leftover zones, Storm Peaks and Ice Crown. Started questing midway in Storm Peaks and as soon as I start, Skull the rare blue wolf appeared on my unit scan. I killed it and poof, a 400 gold dagger appeared in my inventory. A good start I would say, but worth mentioning this is not added to the total gold per hour. However, compared to the previous grind, you can see how the element of surprise is more abundant on this type of grind. Started at 18,000 gold and step 135 on RestedXP, and after 1 hour got to 18,842 gold and step 230 on the guide. did the final calculations, and after selling the dagger we made 1,300 gold in 1 hour, which was an average of 900 gold per hour just from questing alone. Note that the guide is not required to do this grind. I just find it to be 30% more efficient when I'm questing for gold compared to no addon. If you're interested in getting one of these guides for Wrath of the Lich King or upcoming Dragonflight, make sure to use the link in the description and get 5% off on every purchase with the code Frostadamus. Now you might not have multiple alts or just simply already completed all the quests in the world. So what's left for you are the daily quests, which are 25 by number. So I hopped on my paladin to do 1 hour of daily so we can compare it with the rest of the grinds for today, activated my RestedXP Gold Assistant again for the best daily quest gold per hour route. Don't worry if you don't have the Gold Assistant, the route is basically Sons of Hodir and Peaks, Battleship and Icecrown, Eimerheim, Shadow Vault, and Onslaught Harbor. There are 1 or 2 quests in between, but it's pretty much simple. Started with 14,440 gold, and 1 hour and 15 minutes later we had 15,190 gold, resulting in a 750 gold total, which was about 600 plus gold per hour by doing dailies with epic flying. You will notice here that dailies is slightly less than normal questing, and that's because normal quests have uncommon rewards attached to them, such as weapons and armors, which can sell from 5 to 15 gold apiece. So if you still have quests available in the world, prioritize the normal ones for more gold, but also to unlock the infinite dailies. Thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed and this was useful to you. If yes, press the like button and leave a comment below. Find me live at twitch.tv/Frostadamus. And with that being said, until next time, stay frosty. Bye bye!